All right, guys, you've heard about fog, but what the heck is radiation fog? And why are they officially and suddenly warning millions of people about it? Look at these articles. Travel chaos warning as hazardous radiation fog alert is issued in 3 states. A dense blob of radiation fog has moved into the southeast, causing dangerous travel conditions for up to 5 million people.
But the weirdest part is the taste and smell. It smells like after you set off a bunch of fireworks, and like the taste of the air is, I mean, the only word I can think of is toxic.
He authorized Sidney Gottlieb to spray germs into the fog in San Francisco harbor. The point was to try to infect 800,000 people.
Business Insider writes, one of the largest human experiments in history was conducted on unsuspected residents. Look, guys, this is the map. This is the map. You're warned officially. People need to know this. They are calling this radiation fog, telling people that it's harmless, but then they're admitting that it traps pollutants, causes deadly pileups, and may expose people to chemicals. And people on the ground are saying it smells like toxins. Important information that you probably should know about coming right up. Hey guys, my name is Cohen here at Riverside Homestead, and if you're brand new here, welcome. And if you guys are into prepping tips, emergency preparedness, and most important, news and awareness that affects you, be sure to start this video off with a like, hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date, and let's begin. All right guys, so millions of Americans across Southeast woke up this morning in a dense fog. So thick that you couldn't even see a quarter mile ahead. Officials are calling it radiation fog. I'm looking at articles right now saying it's harmless, but then admitting it traps pollutants and causes all kinds of problems. What are they doing to us now? We're gonna dive into what they're throwing at us right now. Thank you guys for starting this off with a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments where you guys are writing in from, statewide. What state are you in? And have you seen the fog? And does it seem weird at all? Does it smell different? So like I've said before, we all know what fog is. We all know that it's normal, but now they're calling it radiation fog. But don't worry, they say it's not about radiation. Then they turn around and admit that it traps pollution and can cause deadly accidents. So what the heck is going on? A lot of you guys already know about weather modification and how they downplay the risks. So when they say, don't worry, and the people on the ground say, it smells like plastic, we definitely have to question this. Before I read the warning that they're giving everybody, this is what people are experiencing.
All right, so it's crazy foggy right now. But that's not the weird part, okay? Like, number one, it's weird because as it gets later in the day, fog should lighten, dissipate, and it's really not. But the weirdest part is the taste and smell. It smells like after you set off a bunch of fireworks, and like the taste of the air is, I mean, the only word I can think of is toxic. It's super weird. And so I'm going for my walk, and it's kind of worrying me a little bit. Let me know if you guys are experiencing something like that. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, it smells not right. And I'm 41. I've been through fog. This is something different. Let me know if you guys are experiencing something like that.
Let me know in the comments if you guys have experienced anything like that. Does the fog smell different? Does it taste different? Because trust me, I grew up in the hills. We have dew in the mornings, fog that raises off the ground. I know everything about fog. But when you start experiencing fog that smells different and almost has a taste of plastic or smell in the air, something's not right. So in this article titled Travel Chaos Warning as Hazardous Radiation Fog Alert is issued in 3 states, it says the National Weather Service, the NWS, issued a dense fog advisory across 78 counties in Georgia, South Carolina, and Florida on Friday morning. Great, I've got to travel through Georgia like early in the week. Friday morning, warning of extremely low visibility on roads. It says, while this kind of fog is unrelated to nuclear radiation and generally should not endanger human health generally. You see the wording? Officials have previously warned that dense, low-level fog can also impact air quality by trapping local pollutants close to the ground. The hazardous warnings specifically impact drivers throughout the region, as Americans won't be able to see beyond a quarter of a mile. Okay, so at first they're saying it's about just the visual impact. They talk about massive pileups due to the fog. I'm reading on. They're saying satellite imagery of the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration, the NOAA, revealed a dense fog forming over the entire southeast early Friday morning, including over parts of Alabama, Mississippi, North Carolina, and Tennessee. You continue to read further down, it says, before this fog burns off throughout the day, toxic particles from factories and car exhaust can hover populated cities for hours, forcing anyone in the fog to breathe in the plumes of dust and chemicals that can exacerbate respiratory problems like asthma. But that's not all. Some people are reporting that the fog belts this week have smelled like chemicals and other hazardous substances while walking or driving through the clouds. I'm sure they mean the fog. Further down it says, it smells like burning plastic and leaves a residue on our car windows, other persons claimed Thursday. It says that ex-user also pleaded that Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to investigate the suspicious particles in Georgia's fog. What the heck is going on? Radiation fog is quite common in the southeastern U.S. and forms when the ground cools. If you guys don't think that they're putting stuff in the air, then you need to wake up. Check this out. One of the largest human experiments in history was conducted on unsuspected residents in San Francisco. You guys got to hear this. This is some video. Do your own research. I showed you the title to that article. You guys can read the entire article. It actually happened. And now listen to what this guy has to say about that.
He authorized Sidney Gottlieb to spray germs into the fog in San Francisco harbor. The point was to try to infect 800,000 people in San Francisco with this germ just to see how many would get sick. And they thought that the germ would sit heavily in the fog and would linger in the air longer that way to infect more people. Now remember, nobody knew that this was happening. And I don't mean just nobody in San Francisco. I mean nobody. The CIA director didn't know it was happening. The president didn't know it was happening. This was Alan Dulles and Dr. Sidney Gottlieb. So what happened? They spray this poison into the air, and 11 people got identical urinary tract infections within the next 3 days. Now, we know that these were specific to the germ because these urinary tract infections included bleeding, but with blood that had crystals in it. Doctors were so taken aback by the fact that this wasn't just a urinary tract infection, but these people were discharging crystals from their bodies that they actually got together in doctors' groups and talked about it. That what in the world is this? Is this some kind of a new disease? And then like magic, it just went away. And it went away because it was just a CIA experiment.
Look, I don't know if you guys have been following this like me, but I see people post on whether it's Ticker Talker or YouTube or Facebook. People are getting samples of this fog and they're saying it's not right. They're saying it smells bad.
So this is upstate South Carolina, December 7th, 4:30 a.m.
We're in Venice, Florida. It's very foggy, as you can see. And I saw something on TikTok and I thought, oh, bull crap. But it's not. Why? What is this? I have never, ever seen this. This isn't fog. It acts like fog. And there is a very weird smell to it. It's very chemically. We actually thought somebody was burning something out here. Sorry, my husband keeps moving the light all over the place. But yeah, that's what it looks like for real. That's not fake.
So look, back to the article that's facing us in the face. Travel chaos warning as hazardous radiation fog alert is issued to 3 states, millions of people. When they warn us, do they say like as bad as it really could be, or do they just fluff the pillow a little bit? I'm thinking that this could be a lot worse than they say it's gonna be. Gubba puts it out there like a lot of people are thinking. Check it out.
So let me get this straight. Thousands and thousands of people are reporting falling ill after being exposed to this abnormal fog that some say smells like chemicals, and others are sharing that it's leaving behind a white residue. And it's not like people don't know what fog is. We've all experienced fog, we know what it is. And wouldn't you know it that there are patents for production of artificial clouds, fogs, dispelling fogs, So when literally thousands of people are saying something is wrong, you are still just going to believe what your TV says?
I don't think this is a weather alert. I think it's completely something else. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys want to stay prepared for whatever's next, make sure you guys subscribe, or make sure that you're still subscribed. And I'm sure you know why. And also, if you guys are looking for safe, non-toxic solutions for your home, check out the link in the top of the description. It's a change that I personally made 3 years ago. Please share this out if you guys found it informative, because I got a lot more coming down the pipe. Keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing. We'll see you guys on the next one.